Good day, everyone. Welcome to our virtual discussion for today. In today's topic, I'm going to tackle about the different kinds of reading techniques and strategies. I know most of us are familiar with this topic since we encountered this one in our high school days. Now, let us define reading techniques. Reading techniques is a method of communication that enables a person to turn writing into meaning. Thus, it allows the reader to convert a written text into a meaningful language with independence, comprehension, and fluency, and to interact with the message. In order to read effectively, you need to use different reading techniques for different purposes and text. You should always read for a clearly defined purpose. Now, there are four main types of reading techniques. The first one is scanning. Scanning, a strategy to read the detailed information faster. It allows you to locate precise information, and also scanning refers to the technique when one looks into the document or the text provided for the searching some specific text such as some keywords. For scanning to be successful, you need to understand how your material is structured as well as comprehend what you read so you can locate the specific information you need. For example, when looking up a word in a dictionary or finding your friend's name in the contacts directory of your phone. So that's it. The second one is skimming. Skimming refers to fast reading in which we look only for the general or main ideas and works best with non-fiction or factual material. So skimming is achieved by reading the text only which is considered to be relevant. And also, skimming requires a lower understanding of word recognition than compared to scanning. Like for example, when you are reading a news article to find out a specific piece of information, such as did Congress impeach Donald Trump? And that's it. The third one is intensive reading. Intensive reading, reading intensively with the purpose of deeper learning to something. It's reading where testing, evaluating, and increasing knowledge is the primary focus. Now, understanding the literal meaning of what's being read is vital. So, in intensive reading, there's an emphasis on deconstructing sentences to understand grammar and syntax rules as well as to extricate the details of the topic. Intensive reading activities include skimming a text for specific information to answer true or false statements or filling gaps in a summary, scanning a text to match headings to paragraphs, and scanning jumbled paragraphs and then put them into the correct order. Some examples of intensive reading are articles or editorials in magazines, blog posts, short stories, or poetry, business reports, and analyzing statistical data. And the next one, or the last one, is extensive reading. Extensive reading usually means reading a lot of self-selected, easy, interesting text and doing few or no exercise afterwards. So, in an extensive reading is ordered to gain a general understanding of what is read and also a lifelong reading habit or entertainment. Now, extensive reading intended to develop good reading habits to build up knowledge of vocabulary and structure and to encourage a liking for reading. The possible examples of extensive reading materials are magazines, graded readers, novels, and yes, even comic books. Now, we are done talking about different types of reading techniques. This time, let's proceed to reading strategies. Reading strategies is the strategy or the way that used by the readers to understand the text. It's the plan that is followed in reading, then makes the readers think fully about their reading. Thus, reading strategies are ways or tools to reach goal understanding written text or printed materials. So, reading is interactive process between the readers and the text. So, to make the students to be able in reading, they must have reading strategies. So, there are 6 kinds of reading strategies. One of it is predicting. Predicting means try to figure out what will happen next and how the book might end. Then read on and see how accurate your guesses are. So predicting also includes inferences or logical guesses based on information in the text, common sense, or reading between the lines. Predicting helps you slow down and think what you are reading as you read. So that's it. The next one is visualizing. Visualizing means describe the images you see as the author describes them. In visualizing, it helps you understand what's happening with characters, events, and the setting. Next is connecting. Connecting means connect personally with what you are reading. Think of similarities between the descriptions in the book and anything you may have experienced. You need to think of similarities between the descriptions in the reading selection and what you have personally experienced, heard about, and or read about before. So that's it. Now, the next one is questioning. You need to ask questions about the text. What are you confused by? What is motivating the characters? Why are certain things happening? In questioning, search for reasons behind events and characters feeling as you read. So now, questioning focuses your concentration and keeps you alert to important changes. So that's it. The next one is clarifying. Stop and pay attention. Summarize what you just read. This is great place to stop and check whether you understand the text as you continue reading. If you find answers to any questions you may have had, make a note of them. So in clarifying, you need to pause after a page or two to review what you understand. Expect to have your understanding change and develop as you read on. So clarifying can signal when you're confused and need to reread a passage. So that's it. The last one is evaluating. So in evaluating, forms opinion about what you have read both while you are reading and after you have finished. Develop your own ideas about characters and events. Make a logical guess or come to a conclusion based on the book. So, in evaluating, you need to develop your own ideas about characters and events and find passages from the selection to support your opinions. So, that's it all about reading strategies. So, this time, in order to understand deeper about the topic, let us watch together a video by teacher Blessedy. Now, we are done watching the video and I believe that we understand more about the topic. I think that will be all. Goodbye everyone. God bless us all.